What I like to do is actually loosen the harness strap, so just press on the button in the front and pull your harness. Then you can undo your chest clip and your crotch buckle. Once you've done that, you can easily pull out the body support and make sure you work around the buckle. And then for the head support, you just pull that through the slot. And that comes out nice and easy. And then we'll also take off our harness covers. So now that you have those off, just make sure you put these away in a safe place so you don't lose any of those. So the next thing we're going to do is remove the headrest cover off of the headrest. So what I like to do is actually move the headrest up just so I have easier access to the elastic loops. So if you look on the side of the seat at the bottom, you have an elastic loop down here on both sides, so we'll undo those. And then you'll also notice on the back of the seat there's 2 additional elastic loops. So you undo those. Now you're just going to move your headrest, work it around your harness straps, and then you should be able to pull off the cover. Next, I'm going to show you how to release the harness straps from the splitter plate. So turn this around so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to detach the harness straps from the splitter plate. So the splitter plate keeps your harness straps nice and secure. So we're just going to undo those on both sides. Now that I've undone the splitter plate, I can actually pull the harness straps through the seat. So you just pull these through the front of the seat. Should come out nice and easy. Next, we're going to remove the seat pad cover from the seat. So what I like to do is actually recline the seat and release the extension panel. Because what we have here is elastic loops, and this is the best way to get to it. So we'll undo those on both sides. Once you have those undone, you can put your extension panel back in and put your seat upright. So now you can just start to work your cover off of your seat. So you can just work around the cup holders, and then make sure you pull through your buckle. And then for your harness straps, those are going to come through the seat as well. So you're going to make sure your buckle as well as your chest clip go through the slot in the seat cover. So as you start pulling your seat cover off, make sure you also release from the corner. Do that on both sides. And now that we've gotten to the back of the seat, we're actually going to put down the headrest. Turn in the seat because I want you to also see that there's 2 elastics back here, so make sure you undo those. Okay, so now that we have that undone, we should be able to easily pull off our seat cover. You can just put that to the side. And now you've removed your soft goods from your Extend2Fit convertible car seat. Now that your car seat cover is clean, we're ready to replace the soft goods. Just make sure you have all of your parts. The first thing we're going to do is put your seat pad cover back on. So this is the largest piece that you have. So I like to place it on top and then just work around the headrest. So now we're going to turn this to the back because we need to attach these elastics. Once you grab your elastic, you're going to attach it to the metal clip. You'll do this on both sides. Okay, then you can flip your seat back around. And as you're going around, make sure that your fabric is over the side of your seat. You do that on both sides. Okay, so next what we're going to do is actually move the harness straps back through the seat cover as well as the crotch buckle. Okay, so now that I have all those pieces, I also make sure that my harness strap adjuster goes through the hole as well. Now that we've done that, we can start to work our soft goods around our cup holder and the rest of our seat. You'll also have 2 elastics that you need to attach. The best way to access them is to recline the seat and also pull out the extension panel. So you'll find your elastic loop on the front of the seat. And you just pull that through. And you attach it to the metal clip that's on the side. You do this on both sides. So now that you have those attached, you can put your extension panel back in, put your seat upright, make sure your soft goods are nice and tucked on the front. Next, we're going to connect the harness straps to the splitter plate. So the easiest way to do this is to adjust the headrest to the top position. Make sure that you can see these holes here because that's where you're going to put your harness strap. So you'll line up each side. So make sure your right harness strap goes through the hole on the right side, the left harness strap goes through the hole on the left side. Make sure you don't have any twist in your harness straps. So now I'm turning it to the back. I'm going to grab my splitter plate, which is from underneath your seat. Also make sure the strap isn't twisted. Then I'm going to connect my harness straps on each side. So as you're doing this, you want to make sure that you continue to pull through the harness strap until you can see the other side of the splitter plate. So that's what it should look like. You can do this on both sides. And then I just like to give it a nice little tug, make sure it's on there. Now that our harness straps are connected, we're going to move on to replacing the headrest cover. So what I like to do is work over the top and then work my way around the sides. Next thing we're going to do is attach the elastic that's at the top. Spin this around. And just make sure your cover is all the way over your car seat. So now we're going to take our elastic loops and stick them through the holes at the bottom and attach to the hook at the top. Then we'll turn it to the side because we also have elastic loops here. So you'll pull those and attach to the hook on both sides. The next thing we're going to do is just make sure that our harness straps are in front of the backrest cover. So you just move those into the slots that are here, making sure nothing is twisted. So next we're ready to replace our infant head and body support as well as the harness covers. So first we're going to start with the head support. You're going to make sure you just put this through the slot on the headrest, just slide it through. The next thing we're going to do is lower our headrest. As you're doing this, just make sure that this backrest flap is in the front. So sometimes what we see is that people put this behind the seat cover, and that's not the correct way. You want to make sure that it's in the front. The next thing we're going to do is replace our body support. So make sure your body support, the holes on the bottom, are lined up with the holes that are on the seat pad. And also remember that depending on what position your buckle is in, it's the same position you'll want to use on the support. So this one is in the slot that's closest to the center of the seat, so I'm going to do the same thing on the support. And you can pull your harness strap around the support as well. Next thing you want to do is attach your crotch buckle, and then you can add on your harness covers. Just make sure your hook and loop is on the outside. And then you can fasten your chest clip. And now you can just tighten your harness straps by pulling on the strap in the front of the seat. And now you've replaced your car seat cover on your Extend2Fit convertible car seat.